Okay. In the today's lecture, we are going to see the next topic, which is RC series circuit. Okay. So you can see in the circuit diagram there are two components, resistor R and capacitor C, and supply voltage connected, which is V is equal to Vm sin of omega t. Okay. So due to this supply voltage, there is flow of supply current through the circuit, which is I, and that current is the instantaneous current. Okay. So due to the flowing of current I through resistor, there is a voltage drop across it, which is the VR. That same current I flows through the capacitor, due to which voltage drop develop across it, which is the Vc. Okay. So the current flows through resistor R and current flows through the capacitor C, okay, which is the same. So we can say that I is equal to IR is equal to IC. Okay. So as Ohm's law, I is equal to V upon R, which is the Ohm's law, we can say that V is equal to I into R. Okay. So V is equal to I into R. We can by this formula we can determine VR and VC also. So voltage VR is equal to I into R. So voltage across VR we can calculate it by using formula VR is equal to I into R. Simply multiply current into value of that resistance, which is R. So VR is equal to I into R. Then voltage across Vc or voltage across capacitor is Vc, which is equal to I into Xc, where Xc is capacitive reactance. And what is that capacitive reactance? Capacitive reactance is the opposition offered by capacitor to flow of alternating current, which is called as the capacitive reactance. Okay. So Vc is equal to I into Xc. Okay. So now we are going to draw the resultant phasor diagram, or the phasor diagram for the supply voltage V and supply current I. So before drawing this phasor diagram, we have to draw the individual phasor diagrams for resistor and capacitor. So you can see on the left hand side there are two different phasor diagrams, or two phasor diagrams for resistor and capacitor separately. Okay. So let us understand first phasor diagram. So first phasor diagram is for the resistor, okay, and for the IR and VR. So current flows through resistor is IR, and voltage across resistor is the VR. Okay. So how to draw this phasor diagram? How to draw these phasors on the same reference axis? Okay. So what is the procedure to draw the phasors? First we have to draw the reference axis. Okay. And after drawing the reference axis, draw any one phasor on the reference axis. Suppose we are drawing the current phasor on the reference axis. So first we can draw the IR. After that you have to draw the phasor diagram for the voltage. But what is the relation between voltage and current for the resistor? The current flows through the resistor IR, and voltage across resistor, which is VR, both are in same phase. So there is no phase difference between them. So on the same reference axis we can draw the phasor diagram for the VR. So both phasors, which are IR and VR, both are drawn on the same reference axis. Okay. And what is the length for IR? It is the peak value of sinusoidal quantity, or peak value of the current, which is the IR. And what is the VR? Which is the peak value of the voltage drop across VR. Okay. So next phasor is for the voltage across capacitor, which is Vc, and current flows through the capacitor, which is the Ic. Okay. So draw any one phasor on the reference axis. So I have drawn the phasor for the voltage. So Vc is drawn on the reference axis. Next, where to draw the current phasor? So as we know that current flows through the capacitor, leads voltage by 90 degree. So current is leading and voltage is lagging. So as Vc is drawn on the x-axis, we have to draw Ic on the y-axis. Okay. So that phasor indicates that current is leading by 90 degree. Now merge these two phasor diagrams together to get the phasor diagram for the supply voltage and supply current. Okay. So on the reference axis there is a phasor for the current, which is I, which is common in all these two components, or in both the two components. Okay. Then phasor VR is drawn on the same reference axis, as there is 0 degree phase shift between VR and IR. Phasor Vc is drawn on the negative y-axis. As I is drawn on the x-axis, we have to draw the Vc on the negative y-axis, because I is leading by 90 degree and Vc is lagging by 90 degree. So how to indicate it? By drawing Vc on the negative y-axis. So Vc is lagging current Ic by 90 degree. Now we can draw the resultant voltage, supply voltage V phasor diagram in between VR and VC. Okay, so supply voltage V, okay, that phasor diagram is drawn in between VR and VC. Okay, so we have this phasor diagram for the supply voltage V, okay, and supply current I. Okay, so what it indicates? What does it indicate? It indicates that supply current I leads supply voltage V by theta degree. So in RC series circuit, supply current I always leading supply voltage by theta degree. Okay, so this is the phasor diagram for the supply voltage and supply current. So voltage and current waveforms. So as we can see in the phasor diagram, current is leading voltage by theta degree. So while drawing these waveforms, okay, so we have to draw the current, okay, which is leading voltage by theta degree. So we can see blue waveform is for the current and red waveform is for the voltage, and current waveform is leading voltage waveform by theta degree. Okay. Then voltage and current equation. Voltage equation is already given in the first sentence, or which is given in the circuit diagram. V is equal to Vm sin of omega t. Then how to write the current equation? So as we see in the phasor diagram, current is leading voltage by theta degree. So we have to write that leading voltage phenomenon into current equation also. Okay, so current equation becomes I is equal to Im sin of 2 pi ft plus theta. Why plus theta? Because current leading voltage by theta degree. So voltage equation is V equal to Vm sin of 2 pi ft, and current equation is I is equal to Im sin of 2 pi ft plus theta. Impedance and impedance triangle. What is impedance? Basically, impedance is the total opposition offered by resistor, capacitor and inductor, or resistor, capacitor and inductor together to flow of alternating current, which is called as the impedance. Okay, so whatever is the opposition offered by resistor, capacitor and inductor all together to flow of alternating current, which is called as the impedance. And what is impedance triangle? It is the graphical relation between resistor R, impedance Z and reactance X, okay, which gives us the triangle which is called as the impedance triangle. So you can see impedance triangle on the screen, which is on the right hand side, R, Z and Xc. So let us write equation for the impedance in rectangular form and polar form. In a rectangular form, Z is equal to R plus J XL minus Xc, which is the standard formula. But in a circuit diagram, you can say that there is absence of inductor. So XL becomes 0. So R plus J 0 minus Xc, which becomes R minus J Xc ohm. In a polar form, Z is equal to mod of Z at the angle of theta. Mod of Z is equal to under root of R square plus X square. X is XL minus Xc. So as XL is 0, we get under root of R square plus Xc square. And theta is equal to tan inverse of XL minus Xc upon R. As XL is 0, tan inverse of minus Xc upon R. So Z becomes under root of R square plus Xc square at the angle of tan inverse of minus Xc upon R degree ohm. So these two equations shows us the impedance in the rectangular form and polar form for the RC series circuit. Then in the phasor diagram, you can see it indicates the voltage triangle. Okay, so three sides of voltage triangle are VR, V and VC. So that voltage triangle is drawn here on the left hand side. It has three sides, VR, V and VC. Okay, so if you divide each side of this voltage triangle, we get the impedance triangle. If you divide VR by I, we get the resistance R. If you divide V by I, we get the Z, and if you divide VC by I, we get the XC. So impedance triangle is obtained by dividing each side of voltage triangle by I. Then active power in RC series circuit. So there are basically three types of power: apparent power, which is supplied by source. Whatever is the power supply, the power is supplied by source, which is called as the apparent power. Then active power or the true power. Power consumed by load, which is called as the true power, and here load is the resistor and capacitor. So whatever is the power consumed by resistor and capacitor together is called as the active power, and which can be determined by P is equal to Vi cos of phi, which equation is given here. P is equal to Vi cos of phi. So in that equation, V is the voltage, I is the supply current, and cos theta is equal to cosine angle between voltage and current. And last power is the imaginary power, which is power fed back to the source. Next one is energy in RC series circuit. So energy consumed by circuit is calculated by power into time. If we multiply power with time, we get the energy consumed by load. So with this we have understood how to draw the RC series circuit, how to draw the resultant phasor diagram. Simply draw phasor diagrams for R and C, merge together to get the voltage phasor diagram for voltage and current. How to draw the waveforms, how to get the current and voltage equations, how to get the impedance equation and impedance triangle, and how to write the power equation and energy equation. Okay, with this we are going to stop here.